Alright everyone, welcome to another RFC Reviews, Radio Free Cybertron Reviews. I'm your host Diecast, and today we have Generation Toy Sarge, and he is GT-08A, which is the first of their BotBots. Just take a quick look here at the packaging. You got some nice artwork on the front. Nothing on the side. This is a slipcover, so you just got warnings, a bunch of warnings. Watch out, 15 plus. But just to do a quick size comparison with boxes, here he is with one of the Generation Toy Devastator boxes, and you can see there is a huge difference in size, especially from the side here. And that difference in size is very welcome, because shipping costs keep going up and up, and that's one of the bigger costs in getting these things is shipping. I know a lot of retailers do free shipping over 150, but it's a cost to them, it's a cost to us. Ultimately, everything always gets passed to the consumer. Here you have Generation Toy. Nice Autobot head on the front there. You get an after-sale service card. And then you also get a nice instruction manual. There were some steps in here that were a little confusing. And then just like the previous Generation Toy, instead of the black foam plastic, now we're getting, or the black foam, now we're getting the white foam. So yay for foam. But definitely really happy with the packaging on this guy. They did an awesome job. Close the box back up. And then on the back you just get Generation Toy. So get that slipcover on and get that moved out of the way. And here he is, Sarge. And just for a size comparison, here he is with Lambor. Lambor. There we go. And then here he is with another Nissan Z. Here he is with Blue Streak or Silver Streak or whatever streak you want to call him. Just don't call him a brown streak. But there you go. They look pretty good together. Get these out of the way. We'll come in here. See, you get the police on the side. This is what I actually opted for because there was two versions. There's this one, which is basically meant for the US market. And then there was one with some Chinese lettering on it. And there was a little bit of something on the hood too, I believe, but I went for the US market version. And on the back you get some gray for where the license plate is. The tail lamps are painted red. And again, this is a Nissan 370Z is, I believe, the correct portion. I love my Zs, so this fits in with something I like. And then these mirrors are rubber. You get rubber windshield or mirrors. That way they can fold in if you want to, which you do kind of need to do for transformation. You have the red and blue light bar on top, done very nicely. And the bottom of this is pretty nice. There is this one panel here, and I'm assuming this is for leg mode, because this piece just pops out and I can't get it to stay in, and it's on a spring and I can't figure out what it's for. There's nothing that I can tell that it's for vehicle or robot mode, so I'm going with combiner mode, that is something important. So, and then you can see he does roll fine. Even with that piece sticking down, it doesn't hang low enough to hold it up from rolling, which is nice. let's go ahead and get into transformation on this guy. First thing you want to do is you want to slide these quarter panels backwards. Just like that. There is a tab right there on the inside, so if you lift up the back of the quarter panel, it slides a little bit easier. Then when you're pushing it back together, same thing, you have to tab that in. There are a lot of tabs. This thing is held in very secure. So once you do that, I'm going to do it a little bit different than the instructions say to do it. So I'm going to come up to the front, undo the bumper. You can actually flip these in just like that. They'll meet at the center. And then we can pop up this whole hood assembly. Just get that all untabbed like that. These two pieces, once you get it untabbed, will flip into the center. Just like that. And now your hood piece is pretty much freed up. So now we're going to come to the front wheels and the fender panels, and you can pull them out just like that. Again, you just want to pull these panels out, because now we're going to work on these doors, and these panels also unpeg from the top of the arm right there, and then you can rotate the whole panel down. And then this windshield is on a slider. You can slide that forward and just put that down. And then I'm going to leave this off to the side, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Just get this door pulled out just like that. Get this down. Bring that windshield down, or that window down. Leave them out to the side just like that. And you can also get this section untabbed, come down to the bottom and flip off these panels. And the gun fell out. Yeah, that is also one of the things. That's the first thing you want to take out, but I completely forgot. So there's your gun. And you can just flip the handle down right there, and there you got your gun all transformed. So let's come back to the figure and untab these panels. These will fold up and leave them off to the side right there. Then come up to the legs. What you want to do with the legs is just get the feet out. Split the legs, makes it a little bit easier. And then just pull the foot out. And then this panel on the back of the leg, you want to slide up like that on that double hinge. And then this piece will do the same thing on that double hinge. And then you can rotate the knee, straighten out the leg, and then there's going to be, get that back up, it's going to be, bring this door back and around, and there's going to be a tab on the back of the leg right there that this goes into. Just like that. And you can make sure to bring the foot down. And then on the front, there's also going to be another tab. This is why you have to make sure this is on that double hinge, because that tab right there is going to go into that slot right there. And that holds that holds that silver piece in place, so you have a single jointed knee, and you get some nice gray plastic on the inside of the knee, so it doesn't look so weird when you have the knee bent. So same thing on the other side. Just gonna work this foot loose. Get out of there. Get out. There we go. Make sure you pull this panel down. Each panel's got to go over top of the panel it's in front of. Straighten that out. Tab that in. Bring this door around. Get this piece out of the way. Flip the foot out. And then plug that door in right on the back, right there. And there you have the legs all done. These panels on the side, they do have a little bit, they are a little loose, or they don't really tab in anywhere, so you can angle them however you want. Now we'll come up to the top of the figure. And first thing you want to do is, I'm going to unplug this windshield. That gives us a little bit more room to work. We can flip this section under. This is going to rotate around, but before we do that, we'll rotate this section right here at the waist. And then there's another rotation right at the top here. That way, really only that center piece moved. Then you can rotate, and again, you just get some things kind of running into each other right there. I should have probably rotated this before I moved it. So let's do that. Rotate this around. Just like that. Then you want to pull these arms out. They're on this sliding joint right there. And then you want these arms up like this, so these gray pieces are up, and there's that hole right there. Right there. So what happens is when you bring up this chest piece, they're gonna tab into those holes to hold those gray pieces intact. And then you can just close these panels down, which fills up the top. You can rotate his head around just like that. And again, this panel doesn't want to stay in for some reason. It was staying in originally, and now it's not. But now we'll do the same thing, just rotate this around. Rotate the legs around. So they're front and oriented. And then this windshield will obviously become the front of him. And just make sure everything is squared up. The windshield will plug into his chest, just like that. This piece still won't stay in. Alright. But it doesn't push the windshield out, which is good. That piece just kind of hanging out. And you can come to this backpack section. All we have to do is we're going to rotate this up and back, just like that. And then this backpack section will tab in on this silver midsection right there. So there you have his backpack all tabbed in, and now all we have to do is fix the arms. These hands are just gonna, it's gonna extend right there. You can push the hands out, pull the hands out. This panel will close up just like that, and it tabs in there also. And then the one way I've found out to pull out the hands the best, instead of pulling on this panel right here, just undo his fingers and pull that out. And that's the best thing right there. And he does even have this extra joint on his wrist for some extra posability, which is nice. But there you have Sergeant fully transformed. And again, he is really, really nice in my opinion. You get looks like a rocker. There we go. Moves a little bit. I don't know if that panel is supposed to move or not. You can move it back, but it sounds like it's kind of clicking in there a little bit more than it should. So on the feet, go over articulation. You do have ankle rockers. Break your ankle rocker. Nothing out, just to the inside. You do get a forward and back, just like that. You do get a knee bend, and it is double joint. You get the joint here and then a joint right back there, so you can get more than 90 degrees. You do get the upper thigh swivel. It is very stiff. You do get forward only about that much, backward only about that much, and you can pretty much get the full split out. Do get a waist rotation, and we're not going to count any of the other stuff because everything's pegged into it, so we're not going to count that as rotation. You get a rotation at the arm, you get all the way out, you get a upper arm swivel, you get a double jointed elbow that gets you a little bit more than 90 degrees. Yeah, a little bit more than 90 degrees. Hands are on a mushroom peg. You get a inner rotation or inner bend, and the thumb is static, no movement there and all. You get the individual moving finger right there for your trigger finger, and then your bottom three fingers are all together. Then the head, you do get down a good amount. You get up a decent amount, and then you get the rotation, which is really tight on this guy too, from side to side. So all in all, I think his articulation is really good. He's a really solid figure. And let's do a couple size comparisons real quick. Here he is with the knockoff, unofficial Streetwise that was knocked off, then Make Toys knockoff. Here he is with Smokescreen, just so you can get a size comparison to them. I think he is a really good size, fits into the masterpiece quite nicely. Really going to be interested to see the other figures on this. I'm so glad I went with this, and I probably would have passed on it if the first car wasn't a 370Z. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I have to get on this, and it looks like it's going to be a really decent Defensor. So definitely happy I purchased this. I would recommend this figure to anyone who wants to purchase this as well. Again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. There should be a little button right down there that says subscribe. Please follow me on Facebook at Reviews by Diecast on Facebook. And please also follow me on Twitter at diecast2. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and we'll see you next time.